Hey everybody, welcome to Kame House Party. Before we get started with the episode, we got to make sure we shout out our Patreon subscribers at the $3 tier. As a reminder, you get a one-time podcast shout out. And oh my gosh, Aaron.
Vince.
I'm looking at this first name.
Mm-hmm.
A big, huge shout out to the good boy, Ryan Day, a.k.a. the I Run On Beer guy, the guy that runs a lot. Check him out on YouTube, I Run On Beer. Thank you so much, Ryan. Ryan's a good friend of the show and a good friend to us personally. Love you, buddy. High
Love
five.
Ya.
Bam.
Bam. Be sure to watch the video version of this and then slap your hand at the same time we did.
Yeah. You got to line it up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we gave you a job. Next on the list is Shuffle Quest, which is a on hiatus RPG podcast, but secretly, I'm 99% sure that this is actually Tom from the Anime Sickos.
Got him.
So definitely check out both shows. Check out Shuffle Quest, it's a very fun RPG actual play podcast. They go through different systems. It's sort of a going through dimensions, but they actually play the they actually play the system that is based on the IP. So they've done a Men in Black one. There's a Dragon Ball one. Where they play the actual Dragon Ball role-playing game system, which is very difficult and hard. Kudos
Tom,
to them.
give me a call. I could be Agent V.
You could. You do make this look good.
Hey, thank you. And you know who else makes this look good?
Who
Somebody
dat?
else who gave us $3 on the Patreon.
Well,
Tiana
more than three.
Headings. Thank you so
Technically
much.
more than three, but continue.
More than three.
Yeah.
Oh, you get the high-pitched Tiana Headings. Ho-ho, Mickey Mouse here to say thank you for the Patreon subscription. We love getting all your funds and having fun with it. Ho-ho.
She's on the Villain Next Door podcast. I think
Yes,
we
Next
shouted
Door
out
Villain podcast. We've shouted that podcast out for getting our stickers. A reminder that we have stickers. We have a storefront.
And then last for this round of Patreon shoutouts, technically this is TLC is the username, but I know who it is. This is Greg from the Technical Difficulties Gaming Podcast, my alma mater, I suppose, in podcasting terms. My first, maybe my last. I don't know. I don't know what my life is going to be.
Greg Boss.
Greg Boss from Stream. Dude, thank you so much. You don't have to, but very much appreciate it. Those are the Patreon shout-outs. If you also want a shout-out, it's just $3 measly a month. We'll say your name. We'll say nice things about you. If we know who you are, like through various interactions, we'll probably shout out what you do. It's a free commercial.
That's right.
But you can find that at patreon.com/KameHouseParty. Should we begin the show now? Is it time for that?
I think it's time to start the show.
Kame House Party.
Hey everybody, welcome to Kame House Party. I'm Vince.
I'm Aaron.
And this is the universe's one and only improv comedy Dragon Ball podcast in the known universe. And we're here to give you all that good KHB content. Very excited to talk to all y'all today about the episode that we watched. But before we do that, got to do something we like to call Kame housekeeping, because, we're bringing you into a party. We got to make sure that it's all nice and straightened up. That's why we got our backing so well lit, and we got all of our good merch. We got our good hats on. I love Aaron's hat. Aaron's hat's the best.
Vince,
if you're listening to this and you want to know what I'm looking at, you gotta get to the YouTube. Check out the video version of the podcast. But we got to get to that first piece of Kame housekeeping, which is the world famous UN sanctioned 1 Minute Roundup. Whip sound.
Bzzz, bzzz, bzzz. Cletus,
Huh? What? I hear a fly buzzing.
stop. We're in church. God's house.
Oh, sorry. Forgot.
All right. Keep praying.
Okay. I'll keep praying. Do you think I can hear my prayers?
I think, yeah, if you're earnest about it.
Okay. All right. Okay, Lord. Getting back to what I was saying. Oh, I just praise you, Lord. I just want to thank you for everything you've given me and my family. And I'm such a big fan of yours,
Dang.
Lord. Huh? What?
Oh, there's a fly on me this time. I'm sorry.
Hey, you were the one who told me to focus on your prayers.
That was a big fly.
See, this is what I'm saying.
A horse. I dare say a horse fly.
Oh, in the house of the Lord, a horse fly? Oh,
That's
gosh.
unkempt.
Oh, all right. Let's
We
both
can't-
of
we
us get back
Go-
to get
Back to praying. Yeah. If
Yeah.
if anyone found out about this horse fly, it would be pandemonium.
Yeah, this church does not handle horse flies well.
No, they don't. It's full of old ladies, school marms, children under 4.
And all of them got 6-shooters trained to kill horse flies. All right, let's
They
go.
all right. Back to praying. Dearest Lord,
Lord.
I really need this canker taken care of. I know you can bless it and remove it with the power of faith.
I just wish, Lord, you could make those rattlesnakes a little nicer, Lord. They're always itching for a fight, Lord, and I just want the rattlesnakes to be nice. And did I tell you how great you are, Lord? Lord.
Lord, have you done something with your hair?
And seed. Oh my!
Christ got a
goodness.
blowout. It looks great.
You know what they didn't tell you? On the third day, Christ rose and got a blowout.
He saw Antonio, his guy,
Mm-hmm,
took care of him.
He said, I need some help. I've been behind a rock for 3 days.
You know,
Oh.
he did the shampoo that trip.
Oh, absolutely. And in case you're wondering, that is the improvised Western themed improv scene that we do at the top of every show to either loosen or tighten our improv muscles to get ready for the rest of the show. That then leads us into the 1 Minute Roundup proper, where one of us, this time Aaron, has 60 seconds to summarize everything that has happened in Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z up until this point. So that is all of Dragon Ball Z. The 60 plus episodes of Dragon Ball Z that we have already covered. So Aaron, now that I've explained that to the good listeners and viewers, I have one question for you. Are
Fire away.
you ready to round up?
I am. And I'm going to press the thingy that makes the thingy go in 3, 2, 1. Dragon Balls, 7 magic crystal balls. You collect them all. You get any wish you want. And I got to not look at the timer because it'll freak me out. But the main star of the show is Goku. He is an alien that we find out later. He does karate. He's a very strong boy. And throughout his adventures, he makes a bunch of other karate friends, a scientist friend, a fat cat friend, a fat samurai friend. He befriends God. He befriends his demon enemy's son. It's about being friends through beating people up. But anyway, he does that, saves the world, collects balls. He's good at it. He then gets married. He then has a kid. His brother comes from space, kills him. He trains and makes friends in the afterlife. He comes back super strong, beats up other people from his home planet. Those people killed a bunch of his friends. They're like, we got to go get more Dragon Balls. We ran out here. We got to go to another planet. So they do that. It's a whole kind of a mishmash thing. But Goku's there now, and he just beat up Raccoon. Has a butt.
Oh, I love that you got a little butt in there at the end.
He's a cutie with a booty.
Yeah, cutie. I don't know, but booty for sure.
A crudy with a booty.
I like that. Now, if we had somebody who could make shirts for us, I'd say no shirt, put that on a pair of sweatpants on the ass.
Yeah. That's what we need, those KHP Lululemons.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we could break into that market for sure.
Crudy with the
Crudy with a booty, the new hit Lululemon fashion trend.
And the bottoms, it's bottomless.
Oh, yeah.
For accuracy, for Raccoon
It's
authenticity.
just as jagged to make sure that you know that you're just like Raccoon.
I mean, if people buy a pre-distressed jean, they'll buy a Raccoonified sweats.
That's right. I
don't see why not.
People buy jeans with holes in the knees. Why not the butt?
Yeah. Why not the butt? This is dad comedy.
Okay, well, with that 1 minute roundup done, I should tell you that we do that so you don't have to go back and listen to every single episode of Kame House Party or watch every single episode of Dragon Ball Z or Dragon Ball to get caught up to where we are. It's a service for the listener. Okay, we do it for you and to watch ourselves struggle. It's always very fun. And then that leads us to our final key piece of Kame housekeeping, where I tell you that we watch 2 different versions of the show. I watch the English dubbed version, while Aaron watches the Japanese English subtitled version. And we do that because comparing and contrasting is a ton of fun. That's it. It's fun. That's why we do it. And the first thing that is different is usually the title. So I'm going to start with the English title for this episode that we are covering, which is episode 67 of Dragon Ball Z, A Legend Revealed.
Okay. Mine's different for sure. Focus
boy.
on something else.
Okay.
All right. So episode 67 of Dragon Ball Z, the Japanese title, roughly translated, is Lightning Balls of Red and Blue. Jace and Burter attack Goku.
Ooh, snaps. Snaps for that rhyme time.
That's the legend. What? Legends revealed? No.
I don't. I was big on mine going into this moment, and then hearing yours, I'm like, yeah, no, yours is a lot more fun.
At least it explains what happens.
Yeah, this one doesn't
show.
really, and nothing is truly revealed.
It's
hinted at strongly.
I'll go ahead and say at the top, not a lot happens. There's not a ton of status changes.
True.
In this episode. So
But
I could see them taking kind of a back seat with the English title. Like, yeah, we don't need to hype this up.
Yeah, a little bit. Because I think it makes sense. And there was... So, yeah, now that we're into it, we're into the episode. We're talking about it right now. The recap was extra long, longer than usual. The narrator basically ran us through the last 10 minutes of the previous episode to get us ready for this one. And I was like, the whole time I was wondering when this was actually...
They were doing this number.
They had to be stretching it out, or they may have taken a long break between the last episode and this one when it actually aired. So I don't know, because we don't do research on this show because it's less fun than just goofing off.
Yeah, learning
but if you
things
want
is
to do
never
that
fun.
research, we'll allow it. We'll allow it.
We'll see. There better be a fun answer to it. If it's just like, oh, they're waiting to catch up with the manga, the answer that it always is, then we might not read it.
That's true. But if it's something like they forgot the first 10 minutes of the animation or something.
It got lost in a fire caused by someone's cat.
That's right.
No one was hurt.
No one was hurt, thank goodness.
Yeah. And every insurance covered everything, so it's a little funny. The cat, there's a little cat, they took a picture of their cat with a sign around it that said, I caused a fire that lost 10 minutes of animation.
That cat became a star on Reddit.
Mm-hmm. And then they made that cat reanimate everything.
Little paws working.
So yeah, I was in the same boat. Super long recap. Very surprised by it. And surprised that, did we miss this last time? Because Raccoon is defeated. This episode It lets you know Raccoon is done. He's dead, right? Yes. Maybe.
Are you asking me, or is this
I'm asking. No, I'm not quizzing you.
Okay. God, I wasn't ready for a quiz. um, I thought he was dead, but then
From
there
last
was like
episode.
from the last episode, I thought he was definitely like dead, but seems like he's just really, really down and out.
I just thought we were going to get more fighting.
Yeah, I thought so too. But that's it.
So that's what threw me off. Yeah, they really buried the Raccoon lead. I wish they were a little more clear that instead of like, oh yeah, he's done. On to the next one, onto these other two Jokers.
Yeah, but I like these two Jokers a lot. These are like two of my favorite Jokers of all time. I don't know. There's something about this scene, and when I think about of all of the scenes in this saga, I remember this one pretty fondly. Just because I don't know, there's something about it. It just revealed so like how strong Goku is now. Kind of, it finally delivered on kind of Goku having incomprehensible strength, if that makes sense. And we'll dig into this a little bit more. But I don't. Did you have any bubbling when this scene started to kick off?
I kind of dipped in and out of this one, if I'm being honest. I think I had just eaten. I think I had just eaten. I had today off. So I watched it during the day. I just kind of kicked in and off of it. I mean, because it felt like nothing. The things that were cool were very cool, like the little bits of animation that we get are very good. But it felt like it's like, because I think we all know what sucks is I think that I know like the bit. I know at this point that Goku was like super strong and like you're not really tricking me as the audience. You're just sort of waiting for Goku to beat the snot out of these two dweebuses.
Yeah, no, I get that. I get that. I think for some reason there's like there was the anticipation of seeing Goku like smoke these fools in a really cool way that activated my kid brain being like, he's gonna do something really cool. He's gonna do something really cool. He's gonna do something really cool. I think he does a couple of cool things.
And then he'll do cool things later.
Yeah, we have to wait on those cool things, but just to describe, I think what we're talking about a little bit more. I'm calling this like the flyby scene. Jace and Burter, they strike their poses. They go into fight mode. I did like that Goku had like a little line that he says, "You want to dance or fight?" I like that line.
That's pretty good. I didn't get that. He's more like whatever kind of attitude. Doesn't say too much. I do get some nicknames for Jace and Burter.
Hit me.
Jace, as he's doing his initial pose, is calling himself Red Magma. Sorry, Red Magma.
I like it.
And then Burter is calling himself Blue Hurricane.
Those are good names. Red Magma and Blue Hurricane.
I want those slushies real bad.
Oh, stop. We're recording this when Vince is very hungry.
I know, a mistake. You just watched me eat something. Watch the KHP Patreon pregame to find out.
Wink.
True believer. But yeah. Those are one of the fun things.
Yeah.
They do their pose. They have little nicknames. I wish we knew. I don't think we get nicknames for like that for any of the other ones. Do we want to? Because Ginyu's purple.
Okay, yeah. So
let's. What are their flavors?
Gosh, for lack of a better, this is just first thought, best thought. For Ginyu, the purple people eater.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go.
He's always eating people. Raccoon. Let's see, color, or I guess orange. Orange. Those orange ciabattas.
Wait, what?
Those buns. Because those buns.
I mean, this has been used in, in recent history, the orange buffoon. For Raccoon, the orange buffoon. Maybe that works, but I like the orange buns. call them King's Hawaiian.
Because they're sweet.
Oh, they're sweet. And they're grabbable.
They do come. They form a little impression of your fingers
every time you touch them.
Yeah, and then they slowly go back to form with a little.
Also, just to go back to Raccoon's butt for a second, I forgot to state this that I wrote down in my notes. Raccoon is face down, ass up. That's the way he got beat up. All right, there we go. We can move on to Goldo.
Yeah, what's his flavor? Again, I'm thinking flavor.
Yeah, his flavor.
Not fighting.
Green meanie. I don't know. Is that a flavor though? Would you see green meanie at a Sheetz or a 7-Eleven?
I would assume it was some sort of sour concoction.
Okay, green sour ball because he's like tiny and condensed.
Yeah.
I'm the green sour ball.
Oh, wait, that's what you do when you do your Goldo voice?
This is how I do my Goldo voice. Got a problem in it?
Secrets revealed.
Secrets revealed.
Only I won't describe it. You gotta watch it on YouTube.
If you describe it, I'll put you in my mind bind.
Yeah, you'll freeze me up.
I'll freeze you up and then turn a tree into a stick.
Signature move. But yeah, they have fun little names. Like you said, they just kind of whip by him, right? They just fly.
5 solid minutes of flybys.
They're upset because they're like, oh, he's not playing with us. He doesn't want to play. I guess they're trying to make him flinch.
Yeah,
it's bully tactics.
Yeah, what we're learning. I mean, we already knew the Ginyu Force is like a team of bullies. And they want their prey to squirm and beg and plead for mercy before they enact their vicious violence upon them. And yeah, Jace and Burter are very much like, why isn't this guy moving? What's going on? I don't understand. He's just standing there.
What's his deal? I even said, I pointed to his shirt and said, what's that there? He didn't look down. I couldn't flick him up.
What?
I couldn't flick his nose.
My goodness. Look, here, this'll get him.
All right.
Hey, you. He's not responding.
He's not even looking at us.
Your mama's so fat. When she sits around the house, she sits around the house.
But that's too powerful. That's
Nothing.
too powerful of an attack, of a diss.
Look, he didn't even move. That's my best mama joke, too.
It's a classic. Look, I flicked his ears, nothing. I quickly flew by, put books in his hands, then I quickly dumped them. He didn't even react.
Oh, did you swiftly put gum in his hair?
Look, as a man with luscious locks, I can't. That's the one prank I won't pull.
You respect the hair too much, of course. I'm sorry.
I mean, his isn't as good as mine, of course.
Of course not. Your white mane of glory is what I call it.
Ooh, maybe that should be my name. Nope. That should not be my name.
Oh, no, Jace. Jace, that's a little much.
Ooh, are we?
Not even the Ginyu Force would go there.
Not even the Ginyu Force.
All right, I got to try one more.
All right. One more prank.
This is an untested mama joke.
Ooh, from the lab, from the mama lab.
This is straight from the mama lab.
Our Freezer 4 scientists toiling day and night for the best Your Mama jokes.
I terrorized them to give me the best Your Mama jokes. Here we go.
I see. He's still standing there.
Your mama is so ugly. Oh, he's not even responding. Jace, can you respond?
Oh, am I? Wait, did those usually have a colon response?
Yeah, this.
All right.
See, this is the problem.
Look, it's an experimental format.
Yes.
I get it. Okay.
Your mama's so ugly
How ugly is she, mate?
that she makes Raccoon look like a dashing groom. Ha!
Well, look, it's
What?
we all know that a rhyme is just as good as a joke.
Just as good as
I
a joke.
forget where I heard that from.
Must have been that cool podcast.
Must have been. This guy's too cool. He's too cool for school.
How, don't say that. Don't say. Oh, we've got to get back in there and actually punch him.
Yeah, I guess we should shoot energy blast at him now.
Let's try that.
All right, here we go.
And
Scene. There's, yeah. They just
the logical
wild.
conclusion is is that they get close enough to stand face to face with Goku to ask him, hey, what's your deal?
Yeah.
Jace gets punched in the face.
Dude, he does get. Oh,
It's good. That moment's good.
he does get one punched. We skipped over it a little bit, but maybe you didn't get it. So, in my version of the episode, Krillin is he's still very much like, woe is me. Goku's here and he's still like, oh, it's no good. It's not, yeah, it doesn't matter. Because his response to all of this is like, wow, those guys are so fast, Goku can't even move.
Oh, that's it?
Yeah.
I think there's something similar. Yeah, the commentary from Gohan and Krillin is a little, I mean, from Gohan, it's a little off. In mine, Gohan was like, I don't know, maybe these guys aren't that tough. You know, kind of that One Punch Man syndrome of like somebody so strong that everybody else looks really weak. And I was like, Gohan, no, that's not, you know your dad's strong as hell.
Yeah, and even after Gohan says that, which I think is later on, but Krillin is still like, no, these guys are really strong. It's just Goku's just so scared.
Yeah, Krillin, you're supposed to be his hype man.
Yeah,
You were yelling and screaming for Goku's help hours before this.
you were begging Kame and everyone to send you a Goku in your darkest hour, and
That's
now
right.
this.
Check yourself.
A doubting Krillin.
A doubting Krillin.
Press the hole in his butt where his tail was, Krillin. Then you'll know he is the Super Saiyan.
Oh, you said it.
Oh yeah. Oops, sorry. It's still speculation,
It's only speculation.
not confirmed.
So after Jace gets punched in the face, we get a cut, right, to Frieza flying through tall rocks on his way to Guru's house. That's about it, really. Frieza's just like, I'm going to make these Nameks tell me everything I need to know about how to use the Dragon Balls, and there'll be no one to stop me. As a Frieza would want to do. And then we get a glorious cut to commercial.
New from 7-Eleven. 5 new fun, funky, fantastic, and fruit-flavored slushies based on everyone's favorite mercenary team from the Frieza Force, the Ginyu Force. Those cups, they're posing like the Ginyu Force. It's wild. Yeah, they have a fun background.
I'm Captain Ginyu of the Ginyu Force, here to tell you all about our fun, fruity, fantastic flavors to go with all the different colors of the Ginyu Force. Starting with me, the Purple People Eater, which is grape for your enjoyment. It's grape. Up next.
It's me, Burter, and they call me, and also my drink, the Blue Hurricane. It's a F5, which means 5 times the flavor. Also, you shutter those windows, baby. You're gonna get blown away by the fantastic tropical flavors of my slushie.
You can't spell better without a little bit of Jace. And mine is the... what was mine?
You
line.
Jace, you idiots.
I'm not dumb. I just forgot my line.
You're red magma.
I'm red magma, like that stuff out of volcanoes. But don't worry, I'm not hot. I'm cool, like this slushy and cherry flavored. Cherries.
That's right, That's right, love is cherry flavored. Try it for yourself.
You can't forget about me, Goldo, the green machine. I'm kiwi and lime for your cool icy time, and I'll put you in a mind bind. This is where I get like a little musical breakdown. Boom, 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 boom.
There's like turntables made out of you know how those Arby's tweets are when they make stuff, cool props out of like the packaging. That's what's happening here. That's what his turntable's made out of.
I'm rapping over these turntables that are just kind of like cardboard stuff.
2 slushy cups and a taquito.
Get the Goldo meal for $3.59. Mind bind.
And it's me, Goku. Look, it's orange buns. My slushy is bread flavored. I didn't want it to be. But they just said, just show those buns.
Do it.
And keep smiling. I am.
Come on.
I'm bending over.
What do I pay you in candy for?
You do pay. I just wanted a sweet drink. I'm the lowest selling slushy. No one wants a bread one.
Well, maybe it's because you're not stick to it enough.
Maybe that's it.
Or stick to your buns enough. Stick to your guns, stick to your buns.
The slushy does stick to people's mouths so much so. Like a PB&J. So much so, it's technically a choking hazard.
Well, don't remind them of that.
I have to, legally.
We also have to legally say that there is a free, fun game with every Ginyu slushie. Peel off the patented seal to get information on where to go, like patreon.com/Kame House Party. That's where you can get these yummy slushies, and also at your local 7-Eleven. That's patreon.com/Kame House Party, or any 7-Eleven. Hurry, do it, go!
You thought this was a fun fake ad. It was actually a real ad. That's the hurricane for you, baby.
That's right. We tricked you into liking our stuff and going to patreon.com/Kame House Party. That's right. I've been using my mind powers this whole time. Goo!
Hey, Goldo, can you use your mind powers to maybe make people like my flavor?
I don't have that kind of power, Riku.
Oh.
I'm sorry. I like
Yeah.
you. You've always been my favorite.
Me or my slushy?
Those buns, hon.
Oh, okay, all right. You're getting great. You're doing your hand wiggles.
Oh,
You're doing this.
That's right. I'm making sure that everyone can see.
I'm walking out of here, but I'm facing you all as I do it.
Oh, darn it. We love watching him leave.
You don't get, yeah. I know you hate to see me go, so I'm doing it.
Oh.
Get your slushy now.
And we're back from that wonderful commercial. Hope you got all the info that you needed out of that. Right? Okay.
Yeah, of course. It was mainly informative.
Yeah. Post commercial, we get a quick glimpse into what's happening at Guru's place. Dende fretting about stuff, worrying about his friends.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know if there was anything particularly stand out in this.
He's just a nervous kid.
Mm-hmm.
Rightly so. Entire planet dead.
Yep. Might be one of 10 Namekians left.
Mm-hmm. Weird creatures from another planet are helping you. Maybe.
Dende doesn't really know.
Yeah. But Grand Elder. he knows they're good. He just doesn't know like how helpful they're gonna be.
That's right.
And then we get to Captain
yes.
Ginyu. He's I don't know if it's auditions or he's just bored and practicing those dance moves or practicing his form with the squad.
Oh, you didn't get like a good Ginyu commentary, kind of setting some of these
No,
up?
yeah. No, we it happened in media res for me.
Yeah. I think this is probably where they used the skills of a voiceover actor and certain cuts in this scene to inject some fun, because this is all played for high comedy, high brow, because it's tryouts for the Ginyu Force. The big thing about being part of the Ginyu Force is making sure you know how to pose. And then it's just the show pose.
Well, in mine, they were all. I think what threw me off is that they were all doing, the poses of the actual members of the Ginyu Force, and they had to say the person's name. Like they didn't say their own name.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's a big difference. That's huge, because in the English version, they say their own names and their titles, which lands one of them in hot water. Which, like, oh my god! I completely forgot that this scene ever existed in the show, but I'm so glad to have found it, because it was very funny to me. Ginyu just kind of talking at these guys like, so you want to be part of the Ginyu Force? You got to pose. It's a big part. It's how you show everybody your strength and determination. And of course, they mess it up. One of the guys calls himself Captain.
Ooh, no.
So yeah, the first guy that gets smacked with the onomatopoeia, big onomatopoeia of smack, he poses and says, Captain Gary, or whatever his name is. And then just gets walloped into oblivion. Another one, after posing and trying to get out of the pose, steps backwards, touches a Dragon Ball. Ginyu, of course, says, "Didn't I tell you not to touch the Dragon Balls? I said at the beginning of this tryout." And blah, 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 blah. Smacks that guy into oblivion. Then addressing the rest of the Ginyu tryout member, or what would you call them? Auditioners, trainees?
Prospective talent.
Prospective talent. Yes.
This
Ginyu
is a job
said-
fair.
Yeah. This is a job fair. Oh my gosh. I think every anime convention should have a Ginyu perspective, like, student thing.
I mean, we put some purple on you.
Yeah.
Give you 2 horns.
I'm out there. I'm out there, people.
Baby, you got a tryout going.
And I'm standing there at artist alley. So you want to be part of the Ginyu Force? Let me see you pose.
Everyone runs away immediately. How would I would well, first of all, if I was at a convention and I saw that, I would avoid you so hard.
Oh yeah.
It's like, we're going the law. Yeah, your real job is that you're hired by other artists to go into the other people's stalls to drive away business.
And just hang out there as Ginyu being, I wonder if this would look good on me. I like opie.
I hope Senpai notices me.
This button would look great on my uniform, don't you think?
I love these acrylic charms. I won't buy any, though.
You've got some Dragon Balls, do you? I know a Frieza who might like those. Bugging people. Like,
again.
Have you heard of the Deadpools that show up at Comic-Con?
I know that people who are dressed as Deadpool need to answer the phone. Or do they?
No,
Is it the buzzer?
That's the buzzer.
All right. We'll ignore it. It's Deadpool. He's like, I heard you talking some shit about me. This is me, Ryan Reynolds.
But
continue about the convention and the Deadpools.
So I went to one Comic-Con, and I learned quickly that you avoid the mass of Deadpools that are running around, because they are just trying to be jerks. and like mess with people and stuff. Like that's their whole thing is they group up as Deadpool to be Deadpool at a comic convention, which you can imagine is already an annoying kind of thing, and they made it even more annoying.
Can you think of anything specific that you saw?
Signs being like signs with panties on them. I think one Deadpool had panties over the Deadpool mask.
Mm-hmm.
That kind of thing. So it was like it was more eye rolls from everybody else. It was like, oh, the Deadpools are in Artist Alley. Oh, the Deadpools are by the Bethesda booth. Oh, the Dead.
It's like a roving gang.
Yeah, they rolled deep, like 10 deep.
That's too many Deadpools.
It's too many Deadpools.
If they're not making out, I'm kind of not interested.
No, see, that's the problem. They weren't going all the way with it.
If you're gonna Deadpool, you can't just like do a little dance, say chimichanga.
Yeah, it was stuff like that. It was rote. It was nothing original. So now I got to get a pack of Ginyus at the next Anime NYC.
Yeah. To fight the Deadpools.
Ginyus, attack the Deadpools.
We'll pose first.
Pose,
please.
Now fight.
Fake. If you're do a Deadpool centipede, I don't know.
Human Deadpool centipede.
No, I'm with you. If you're gonna you gotta go.
Gotta go all the way.
You gotta go nuts. Don't hurt any and don't bother anyone.
Yeah, don't bother anybody, but be the entertainment.
Yeah, find something wackadoo. I don't know. Get devil sticks.
that is very Deadpool.
Get a fushigi ball.
Somehow be playing disc golf in the convention.
Yeah, somehow set up if one Deadpool's putting, another Deadpool's the ball, the other Deadpool's the hole, 2 or 3 are the windmill. That's there entertainment, baby.
That's the Deadpool we need.
You gotta coordinate these things ahead of time.
So if you're planning on dressing up as Deadpool at your next convention, we have your notes.
Yeah. You feel free to use them. We'll be in touch later.
Credit Kame House Party. You can come to our seminar. We'll be at Hall H or whatever.
We'll teach you how to Comic-Con, a thing we've barely been to.
That's right. But we'll wrap up this Ginyu scene with this line. As the prospective Ginyu Force members are shivering with fear, quivering at the power that is Captain Ginyu, he goes on a semi-long diatribe that ends with this. You know what? There's one thing that you all lack, and that's style. And then he proceeds to punch all of them in the face until they're dead. Because he says, now run for your lives.
He doesn't say, hey, I need y'all to touch, since you want to touch the dragon. Since you want to touch the Dragon Ball so much, try and touch him. And he levitates them. And he's like, if you do, I'll give you 2 candies. And that's the impetus for them trying to touch those balls.
I see that. I get that. That makes a little sense.
I do like him just being a jerk, though.
He is. It seems like he was bored and went into the ship and was like, you, and you, come with me.
Oh, I guess it's Captain Ginyu. We have to.
Yeah, I mean, that's using your seniority. I don't approve.
Poorly.
Have
to talk with HR about that.
Oh, gosh. We need to call Kurt.
So we're back at the fight. And it's just more, it's kind of more the same. I do like kind of this animation and the way they do it to where Jace is just kicking the snot out of Goku, but he's not landing on anything. To demonstrate how fast he is, it's like Goku's a hologram. He's just kicking straight through him.
In my notes during that scene, I was just like, this is sick. This is nasty. This is what I mean. Like this,
Underlined 3 times.
Yeah. I put a bunch of eyes on that. Italicized. No, but I love it. They can't even touch him. Can't even touch the kid.
They decide to do something that they call a purple comet crush, which is when you mix their 2 flavors.
That's right.
But in the show, they just like turn into energy balls and then spin around a bunch. And the weird cyclone-y thingy that they form shoots energy blasts at Goku, who deflects them by yelling.
That's it. Love it. Absolutely love it. Deflects. Yeah. Oh, it's so cool. So cool.
Yeah, that's for the people watching. You get to see my dumb face. But it's I think, again, this was cool, but it's like, yeah, I know he's super strong, and we've kind of done it. We've kind of demonstrated that. I would like him to finish it.
Yeah. That's the only problem, right? Is we don't see him throw hands in this
that one
episode.
time.
Spoiler.
Yeah.
He threw one punch.
Yeah.
One punch. The difference in mine, they call it the purple flash attack.
Not as good.
Not as good. Not even as descriptive.
If Crush Orange Soda doesn't come out with a purple comet, it's money on the table.
Maybe we start our own, call it the Purple Comet.
We just all of our soda flavors are just named after Dragon Ball moves.
I think that would definitely work.
Bad, and we have just generic characters.
Ride the wave, the Kamehameha wave to flavor.
That's clear. I guess it would have to be yellow, like a pineapple. Whatever a cloud tastes like. I did. I couldn't do it, but I was vacationing with family in Florida, and where I was at, I was 2 hours away from Super Saiyan, the unlicensed Dragon Ball Cafe.
Oh my gosh!
And it was real tempting. I did not rent it would have been like half my day, and I'm like, no, I can't do that. I mean, I would have been the only person to do it.
We should definitely pitch this to the Doughboys.
That I think that's our in. Or new Patreon tier. we do a whole road trip.
Or we eat anime foods.
Yeah.
We hit a Naruto ramen here in New York.
What? Like a Naruto themed ramen place.
Yeah, Naruto themed ramen place.
Is there? Yes?
I think so. I think that's what it is.
I can't look it up. Not now.
Can't look it up. That's research, baby. We can't do that on the pod. We can do that everywhere else. But
yeah, a Google search. Yeah, we'll know later, but just not right now. But yeah, get our asses to Orlando. We'll ride the rides and we'll eat the soup.
Ride the rides, eat the fries.
Bulma, we see her again. Again, still mad that she's being left behind. I think in mind she says something along the lines of, if I don't get off of this planet, my skin will be damaged. And I'm like, yeah, true.
It's very true.
That sun out all day?
She is exposed.
I know. She should be beet red.
Yeah, we haven't seen night on Namek. There is no night on Namek.
They're all plants. They can't stand the night.
Poor Namek.
Namek
seems lovely. But yeah, Bulma in mine, very upset for the same reason. I noticed that she had the TV on. She had her Walkman in her ears. And she's like, I'm just so bored. And I was like, totally get it. Totally get it. And then she gets blasted by an energy beam, an errant energy beam. That
Goku had swatted away with his voice.
With the power of his voice.
Again, very Christ-like. I know that the comparison's already been made. I'm sure we've made on many occasions. But more evidence does keep piling up. Goku's super horny for MILFs.
Just
and
like Christ.
He is Christ. Yeah. Christ loved mamas.
That's right.
If Christ loves everyone,
Then he loved moms.
MILFs are included in everyone.
It's a Venn diagram. It's more of a circle.
But that's
And look, speaking of circles, like we cut back to the battle, and it's more of the same. Burter comes up with another plan to use the Crusher Ball attack to force Goku to dodge, and then he'll sneak up behind him because he's the fastest warrior of all the universe. And of course, that doesn't go to plan. Jace throws the Crusher Ball, and then I love this. Burter, like kind of under his breath as the attack is flying, and Goku goes, "Dodge, you punk!" I want to add that to any dodgeball video, make an audio meme. Yeah. It's "Dodge, you punk!" Someone hit with a Nerf ball in the face.
This is very cool. I did get like a little chills from this.
A little chills
just
in the back of your neck.
Tingly. This is Goku SMR. It's because they're looking for him. They don't see him after the blast. Like, where is he? And then all of a sudden, he's right behind Burter. And all he says in mine is, "Yo."
Oh yeah! I love a good yo in an anime. Whenever anybody walk into a room, yo.
I wish he would have. I know he deflected the energy ball, but I wish he would have like caught it and then like, "You drop this."
Oh yeah.
Was his entrance as like smooth as that, or did they add more dialogue?
No, it was the English American style Goku where he's like, "Hey, over here."
Menacing or not? Happy or menacing?
Happy, not as menacing.
No, he's very cocky.
Oh yes,
that
he's
delivery
very cocky. I think the most notable part of that little exchange in mine, I love that they probably got a bunch of like just wild lines from the guy who was voicing Burter, because under his breath he goes, "Be merciful,
please,
Hammer, don't hurt him."
Oh, we were aiming for the bald guy. Whoops.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, you're not Dion? Oh, shit. Okay. Our bad. We thought you were someone else.
But yeah, the episode kind of ends on that note with a little bit of interjection from the narrator being like, "Is Goku the legendary Super Saiyan?"
Hey, yeah, we brought it back. We
Tune
told
in next
you.
time to find out, suckers.
Nothing was accomplished. There was no change.
This is almost worse than just straight filler.
At least there's like a little story in filler.
You get to resolve an entire day's work.
Yeah.
This is just...
There are developments and twists. We're back to square one from the beginning.
Last time on Square None.
And that's the last time we're back to square one. We completed the circle of our journey. We've covered this episode. And we got a message from Master Researcher Nick, who sent us a bunch of things. We don't have time to cover all of them, but they did share a video clip. Now that we have a video element, it's a little easier to show. They shared as a video clip of the Ocean dub. So some things, so we get to hear and see some things that we've already seen, but here's some things that we haven't. So to set this up for those just listening along, it is Captain Ginyu and Frieza. Frieza just got a hold of the balls, and we get to hear all the nonsense he says. So let's, here we go.
certainly on the ball today, Captain Ginyu. If you were a dog, I'd scratch your belly. If you were a cat, I'd give you warm milk until you started to purr. But since you're neither of these, I'll just say thanks for a job well done.
It was my pleasure. You know how much I enjoy
Ooh, that
serving your
voice.
Horned Highness.
Having these balls makes me feel
Your
something that
Horned
resembles joy, I think. I want to caress them.
Oh my god. Oh no.
Another round? One more time for the cheap
Oh,
cheap
God.
seats? Or did we get it all?
Hit him with it one more time.
All right.
It's
You're
worthy of a
certainly
second.
on the ball today, Captain Ginyu. If you were a dog, I'd scratch your belly. If you were a cat, I'd give you warm milk until you started to purr. But since you're neither of these, I'll just say thanks for a job well done.
It was my pleasure. You know how much I enjoy serving your Horned Highness.
Having these balls makes me feel something that resembles joy, I think. I want to caress them.
Why would he say
my
I want to caress
God.
them as he's caressing
As
them?
he's the ocean, like I feel
I
like
want to sip water.
you would have to have your like before you sip to make.
I want to podcast with Vince. That's what it is funny.
If you were a dog, I'd scratch your belly. If you were a cat, I'd give you warm milk. But you're none of those, so I'll just say job well done. Like,
Well, one of them's a punishment. You shouldn't give cats milk.
yeah, it's not good for their tummies.
No. They can't do it. They're
Also,
meat eaters.
this Ginyu voice. Ooh, oh lord, this is a little hot boy voice.
This is a deep cut. But you can probably tell me the actress's name. But I was listening to the audiobook for Nosferatu by Joe Hill. You might have heard of the show that they did a few seasons of. It's like vampire stuff.
Okay.
But I don't know how to explain it.
It's fine.
Anyway. Horror X-Men. Anyway.
Good.
But without the
good.
school.
Okay.
So the main villain, who is played by Zachary Quinto, the woman doing the audiobook does that same Frieza voice for the main villain. Like I listened to this clip like 10 times trying to what does that sound like? And this will interest you, Vince. The woman who does the audiobook played Janeway. Played Captain Janeway.
Wait, really? Now
Yeah.
I really have to watch Deep Space Nine.
You talking about Voyager?
Voyager. Yes. Sorry. Voyager. God. Don't roast me in the comments.
I'm sorry, I don't know the actress's name, unfortunately.
But that is
Can't look it up.
What a fun tie-in. Goes all the way back. It all comes back to Star Trek, baby. It's where everybody got their start.
I do have to comment on Horned Highness.
Horned
What a
Highness.
title.
What a title. What a t-shirt. And it's just got the Frieza horns on it. Like it's just blank with the
Is
Frieza
that-
horns.
So there's the is Ginyu no, he's not ribbed.
No.
He's not from the same planet.
No.
Maybe cousins.
That's a
got
stretch. They both have horns. They both have shades of purple. It's a stretch.
Ginyu got implants because he wants to be.
Maybe I could see Captain Ginyu, being like, "Oh, I love Lord Frieza so much. Give me horns, just like my Horned Highness."
I won't
that
be
sounds
the Horned Highness. Maybe the Horned Homie. That's
the
the best
Horned
I-
Henchman.
No. Captain Ginyu, you're no henchman. Give yourself a boost.
Oh, when it comes to Lord Frieza, I am but a lonely henchman before his feet.
You're
and his
bowing
horn.
down.
I will gladly put my
Your a-
knees in the dirt for Lord Frieza.
Your ass up like raccoon.
That's right. Face down. Ass up. That's how I praise Lord Frieza.
Horns down.
Horns down. You're right, my lord.
Horned Highness is also a pretty good shirt. It's a good shirt.
That's a good shirt. It's a good shirt for
It's
sure.
just Frieza smoking weed.
So horned, he's high. No, the horns are actually big fat cone joints.
One horn sativa, the other's indica.
Oh yeah,
Which
gotta
makes-
keep the balance.
Which makes Frieza a hybrid. And that's how we came up with our weed strain.
That's it.
Horned Highness.
Horned Highness.
Someone who knows science, hit us up.
Mm-hmm.
Who can legally perform said science.
I need you to perform science. Weed science.
Get Redman, I guess.
We got to pull him out of retirement.
But that's it. Thank you for the research as always. If you want to write to us, you can. Maybe you want to send in a 1 minute roundup. You think you can do better than us? I'm sure you can. I know it for a fact. Maybe you okay.
That's right. I dare you. I double dare you.
For the listening audience, Vince made the Chris Benoit.
That's right.
Thumb across the throat. If you want to send the sign off that Vince does every episode, we'll read it. He'll read it.
That's right. I'll read it.
I'll dictate it to him. If you have some KHP research, maybe any reason at all, you can write to us at kamehousepartypod@gmail.com. You could reach out to us on Twitter or Instagram. Just look for Kame House Party. If you want more of us and more of our content that maybe isn't Dragon Ball related, for just $5 a month, I'll remove the video so you can see the Chiron for patreon.com/Kame House Party. Every week that we do a regular episode, we are putting out a bonus episode exclusively on Patreon. For $3 a month, we'll give you a one-time shout out on the show, like you heard at the beginning here. If you want to support the show and you have the means, it is the best way to do so. And we're still streaming every Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern, twitch.tv/Kame House Party. We are playing a variety of games and having a variety of fun.
That's right. And don't forget to rate and review the show on your podcast app of choice. Don't know if all of them have that still, but if you've got the ability, please rate and review. It helps other people find the show.
The podcasting ecosystem, the landscape, I feel like it's in turmoil right now. I know we have a lot of call to actions, and I'm sorry.
Yeah. This is two podcasters trying to make it in this crazy podcasting world. We have to compete with Obama.
And the boss.
Obama and the
Prez and the
boss.
Why was it called the Prez and the Boss?
Because we weren't working in production on that.
Prez v Boss. Dawn of Podcast.
Dawn of Podcast. You know what? That's perfect. I have no further questions. No further questions. You know what to do. We love all of you. Thank you for all the love and support, all the kind words, and all the good stuff. Keep it coming. We really appreciate it. And no matter what, if you are auditioning to be a member of the Ginyu Force, or you're trying to track down some of those rare Ginyu Force slushies, you gotta
keep fighting.